Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Sarah, and today I have my Partners in Creating project pan update for you. This is the first update for this project, and I'm so excited to share my progress with you. So if you want to know why I picked the products that I picked and all of that, definitely head on over to my intro. It will be linked in the description and up in the cards for you to watch again if you missed it. As many of you know, this is a huge project pan collab. It has so many participants, and I'm sure you've seen quite a few intros at this point, quite a few updates at this point. But in case you are unfamiliar with this project pan, it was started by Lynn and Steph Lyons here on YouTube. I will leave both of their channels linked down below if you don't already subscribe to them. Make sure you go on over and check them out. You will love both their channels, especially if you're interested in project panning content. So I'm sure most of you know kind of the rules and everything for this project pan, but basically it is just a cream product centered project pan where you're trying to get use out of your cream products. Okay, so the first product that I have is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. So I think I mentioned this before that I started to have kind of a bad reaction, I guess, to some skincare items that I was panning, and one of them was this product. This freaking moisturizer, you guys. It is so heavily scented. I could ramble about how much I dislike this product for a while, but I honestly just wanted to finish up the sample of it that I had, test it out, see if it was, worth all of the hype and everything. I just hear so many people say it's really great, but this product is just, it's definitely not for me. I'll just leave it there. I had to completely strip my skincare routine down to just the basics, just super gentle stuff to repair my skin barrier, because this product and another product they were both heavily scented, and I started using them around the same time, together they just kind of ruined my skin. And yeah, it was definitely not a fun couple of weeks there where my skin was just so red and raw and not good. But on the bright side, my skin is actually doing the best that it's ever been. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm really loving my new skincare routine, so I'm kind of silver lining is that I found a skincare routine that's working amazing for me because of this product messing up my skin so bad. I did find a way to use it that worked well enough, and I'm super excited to share that I did actually finish this off. So that's really exciting to have an empty first update, and I have an empty. I'm feeling very good about that. I used this on my feet. So that's how I used it up. I used it twice during this project on my face, and then I used it twice on my feet, and I was able to use it up. So obviously it's just a sample, like I mentioned, and didn't have a lot of product in it to begin with, but nevertheless, I am glad that I got it out of my collection and that I don't need to worry about trying to use it or anything. So next up, I have my Becca Under Eye Color Corrector. This is it's the Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I always get the name wrong, but this is just a peach under eye corrector, nothing special. My goal for this is to use it 20 times. It's brand new to my collection, and I just wasn't reaching for it, so I wanted to get into the habit of using it on more of a regular basis, and I've only used it 3 times. 3 uses is actually pretty good, I think, for the month, for the amount of time that I did makeup and the amount of times that I felt like I needed, that I actually had darkness to correct under the eyes. So yeah, I think that's okay. There's a few times definitely where I was oh, I should have used that today and I didn't. So I think it'll take a while to get those 20 uses, but that's okay for me. This isn't a product that I'm really trying to hurry through, and it's not a product that I feel like I need to finish and get out of my collection or anything like that, because it's actually the only product of this type that I own right now. So next up, I have a Colourpop Super Shock Shadow. This is in the shade Koosh. I'm wearing the shade today. It's such a beautiful shade. I really do like it. It's really, really pretty, and I definitely want to reach for it more. So I'm hoping I will get more use on this for the next update. Next up, I have my cream blushes to talk about. So the first one is also from Colourpop. This is the Super Shock Cheek in Birthday Suit, and I am really excited about this product. So I think I mentioned this in the intro that mine was like very dry and kind of wasn't sure that it was going to last very much longer. Well, as I continued to use it, it started to, I feel like, rehydrate itself, maybe from like the oils on my fingers or what, I don't really know, but it started to get a little bit easier to work with, and I'm really, really excited. I don't know if I like used the top layer and now like the layers underneath are a little bit more, aren't as dried out, but I am very excited to continue to make progress on this. I've only used it 4 times. I think my goal was to use it 20 times and then reevaluate, or like to hit pan and then reevaluate. Ultimately, I would love to finish this product in this project. So I'm gonna move on to my Tower 28 cream blush, which is in the color, so this is the BeachPlease blush in the shade Magic Hour. I also have really been enjoying this blush as well. I'm just loving cream blushes. Also have 4 uses on this, but my goal for this one is just to use it 20 times. So I was trying to aim for 5 uses by this update, but I'm 1 shy of that, and that's okay with me. I think next month I would like to get a few more uses on it so that I can get to the 20 uses by maybe like the 3rd update would be nice. That's kind of what I'm aiming for, but I really like this blush. I think it's super duper pretty, and I am just glad to have it in the project, and if it takes me a while to get my uses on it, then so be it. I think it's a really beautiful blush, and I'm not trying to hit pan or anything. I just wanted to, make sure that I was getting good use on it. So next up I have my Milk Makeup bronzer. This is the cream bronzer. It's in the shade Baked. If you watch my intro, you know that this guy, I had to kind of get a little creative. So I accidentally rolled this up and I couldn't roll it back down. And so I had to put the portion that was like, because it would have smushed if I put the lid back on, so I had to take the extra product that was rolled up and put it into a different container. So I put it into this used to be a blush that I took the pan of blush out like years ago, and this had just been sitting around waiting to be used, and I didn't have a better like container to put it in. I'm kind of thinking about potentially putting this into the Charlotte Tilbury, what is it called? Into the Charlotte Tilbury moisturizer that's now empty. I'm thinking about cleaning that out and maybe putting this in, but I'm also, this is working fine for me as well, and it's already a mess, so I might just keep it. But this is what it's looking like now, and the little like main little nub in there is doing good. It's definitely getting thinner. I can tell it's getting worn down, probably not by like that much or anything, but I still feel like I'm making decent progress. I feel like I use quite a bit of it every time I do my makeup, so I'm really enjoying this, and I've been reaching for it pretty often. I feel like it's a step that I've really been enjoying in my routine, is like doing a cream bronzer. I've really been liking it, and I really enjoy that bronzer, so I'm glad to have it in the project. So I've used it a total of 8 times this past month. Anyways, I've just been having fun reaching for it, and I'm excited to continue to work on it. At the very least, if I could use up everything that's in here, that would be nice. So I am trying to use up all of this before I move on to the remainder that I have in here. Okay, so moving on, I have another Colourpop product, and this is one of their Super Shock highlighters, and I have the shade Lunch Money. This is what it looks like. So I actually do have another cream highlighter that I am working on that I am super close to finishing, and I did roll that into my Becca panning project, so I haven't really been reaching for this. I've only reached for it twice since my intro, which is not great. My goal is to hit pan on this, and I definitely think I can by the end of the year, but I do want to get that other one moved out first just because I'm so close. I'm going to continue to focus on that one, so I'm not sure over the next like 30 days or so how much use this will have. I'm hoping in the next week or 2 to finish up that other product, and then I can move on to focusing on just this one. So I have the Bite Beauty French Press Lip Gloss. This is in the shade Vanilla Latte. I'm wearing this today, by the way, and I've been pairing this a lot with the lip liner and the Bite Beauty lipstick that I have in my one of my other project pans, and it just pairs so nicely with them that every time I reach for those, I go ahead and top it with this, and I've just been loving that lip combination. It is what I'm wearing today, and I really enjoy it. I don't know, I feel like I have to dip in multiple times to like do the like my whole two, like in order to get one application out of it. I do have to dip into this multiple times, but anyways, I did get 8 uses on this, which I think is good for you know, a lip product. Alright, so that was my last product. I was debating on whether or not I should roll something in because I kind of wanted to get back down to about 6 products. I have a product that I want to roll in anyways because it just is something that I use all the time because I'm panning another product that goes well with this. Like the two work really well together, so I figured as long as I'm panning that product, I might as well pan this one. I mean, this project really is the one that makes sense to like roll this product into, so I figured since I have an empty, I'll go ahead and roll this other product in, and then as I roll other things out, I might not replace them as we go. I am rolling in the Lilah B Virtuous Veil Concealer and Eye Primer. So I have the shade Be Vibrant. This is what it looks like. I use this as a cream eye base, so I use it the eye primer that I'm currently panning in a different project, and then I go in with this because the eye primer doesn't have a lot of like pigment to it, whereas this has a little bit more coverage and kind of does, you know, act as a nice kind of base for my eyeshadows. So my goal is to just work on this until I'm done with that eye primer. Then I'll reevaluate, but I would love to hit pan on this before that happens, hopefully. I definitely already have a dip going, so I'm hoping that I will be able to hit pan on it, like maybe not by the next update or anything, but at some point, and then once my eye primer is done, I will roll this out, and I feel like my eye primer is gonna be, it's never gonna end, I don't know. Alright, so that is it for this Project Pan update. I'm super excited to have an empty, like, even though it was a really easy one to use, but again, make sure you are checking out Dahlin and Steph. They will, again, be linked down below, of course, and there's also like a playlist, as well as you can use the hashtag to find other people who are doing this Project Pan, and don't forget the people over on Instagram who are participating. You can use the hashtag to find them. But yeah, other than that, I am going to go ahead and wrap this up. So I hope you're staying healthy, staying safe, staying hydrated, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.